Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Throwing, say it. Touchdown, Ohio State. points of the day.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they scored a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive. He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The ball pops out on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun for the special teams coach.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here's Julian saying to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
They'll go right back to him. Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Say it. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback
snags it, and there's running room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Looking for room. It's Jackson. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The run inside. It's Smothers. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's Manning to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds space on the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth. But couldn't do it. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
To throw, it's Sayin. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Wants to fire on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here.
Check. 28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Where did he go?
Throwing Manning. Got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Arch Madness. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Manning to throw for it on 4th. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Say it. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody.
There's a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Throwing. Say it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in route.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, say it. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte going up against Appalachian State. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
They'll open the 2nd half with a run. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning. Fires quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And they're going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Manning. Makes the grab past the marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Manning to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, Manning. This time he's got it. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Arch is going to throw for it. Right on target this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
The Longhorns in the hurry up. On the ground, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Here's Arch to throw. Got it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Manning. Has it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room at the 35. Smashes ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Tackled there by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Quick strike complete. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Manning. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Ready, go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Arch Madness. Looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You've got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Fights off a defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Zayn fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit, they were able to swat that one away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, it's Zayn. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Here's Sayin to throw. Into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He lets it fly. He's got another 25. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
To throw, Manning, right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Fires downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Defense showing blitz here. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go play action with St. Clair. Keeps looking downfield. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.